is not a DPS showcase. It's a video on how to perform Agleia's rotations in her various team comps.
Before we begin, it's always good to know how Agleia's combo works, which is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. You start off with using her skill, there's this warped effect so you know it's active, then you do a chain of normal attacks, all the way until her sub-skill 2 is available, and once activating that sub-skill, you'll see this reddish animation that launches you into the air, and immediately continue your normal attacks until the sub-skill icon flashes again. Using this sub-skill tree, you'll see this pillar-like light wave, and further normal attacks will allow you to cast it one more time, and by doing so, that concludes the full combo for her weapon. You then swap to your buffers and rinse-repeat the entire rotation again. The only hiccup you may face is when you cast her sub-skill 2, and the moment you start attacking in the air, you might accidentally trigger her plunge attack instead due to the key combinations. Just jump and continue normal attacks if you notice that happening. So, depending on what team you pair her with, just remember main skill and normal attack while activating sub-skills all the way. You'll see. For the team of Agleia, Helene and Lana, start off with using Lana's skill and immediately jump and perform Helene's air attacks into the ground attacks until your counter hits 100. Then, do her double tap skill and hold attack bear combos. Once the big slap connects, immediately swap to Agleia, use her skill and start doing those normal attack combos. Pay attention to her sub-skill 2 at the 20-second mark, and once activated, you'll be launched into the air to continue those normal attacks. The only difference is, you're attacking in the air after using that sub-skill, and continue normal attacks until sub-skill 3 is available. Upon using that sub-skill, Pillar of Light appears, continue attacking until the sub-skill 3 appears again, then cast it and prepare to swap off to Lana. Swap to Lana, use Lana's skill, then back to Helene's jump into ground attack combos, double tap skill and hold attack into the bear slap, then back to Agleia's skill and the rotation continues from then onwards. Remember, Lana to Helene combos to Agleia combos. Similarly, if you're replacing Lana with Voidpiercer, it's the same sequence where you cast Voidpiercer's discharge plus skill, then perform Helene's combo until you slap the big bear onto them, then back to Agleia and use her skill. Perform those normal attack combos into her sub-skills and all the way until Voidpiercer is ready to go again. That's it. For the altered team of Agleia, Voidpiercer and Lana, you want to start off with Lana's skill into Voidpiercer's discharge or skill, or both, then swap to Agleia and use her skill. Start doing her normal attack combos until your sub-skills are ready and activate them while continuing those normal attacks in the air. Whenever your sub-skill tree appears, use them. Once Lana's skill cooldown shows 1 second, swap to Lana, use her skill, then immediately discharge Voidpiercer and use Void skill, then do 1 to 2 normal attacks, then back to Agleia's skill and continue the rotation from then onwards. It's a very straightforward rotation, just have to make sure you're doing Agleia's combos properly. For the team of Agleia, Helene and Lyncis, you want to start off with Lyncis' skill into Helene's normal attack combos, 100 stacks, then use her double tap skill into hold attack bear combo. Once it connects, swap to Agleia, use her skill, then perform those normal attack combos into those sub-skills when available. Attack all the way until Lyncis' skill is ready, then jump cancel her discharge. This is important, jump cancel that discharge and use her skill. It's easy to mess up this part, but try getting used to it. Continue with Helene's combos, perform those big bear slaps and then swap to Agleia's skill into those normal attacks, and the rotation continues from then onwards. Next, we have the team of Agleia, Lyncis and Lana. Start off with Lana's skill and swap to Lyncis. Use her skill, then perform her normal attacks until her first sub-skill is ready at 18 seconds. Once you cast that splash, swap to Agleia, use her skill and perform those normal attacks while using her sub-skills when available. By now, you should be really familiar with those sub-skill patterns. Once Lana's skill cooldown is ready, swap to Lana, use her skill, then jump cancel any Lyncis discharge and use her skill. Let it run and then back to Agleia to use her skill. The rotation continues from then onwards. Similar to the previous comp, just get used to jump cancelling Lyncis discharge when you swap to her. At most, if the discharge happens, you just have to jump and cancel it again. Next, the team of Agleia, Grey Fox and Lana. Ideally, you want to have a pre-charge loaded and begin on Agleia's weapon. Start off with Grey Fox discharge to get her buffs, jump cancel it and use her skill. Once it connects, swap to Lana, use Lana's skill, then swap to Agleia's skill and begin her normal attack combos. Cast her sub-skills whenever they're available and attack all the way until Grey Fox skill cooldown is ready. Swap to Grey Fox, jump cancel her discharge and use her skill. You're able to use 1 to 2 normal attacks while doing so, then swap to Lana and use Lana's skill, and finally back to Agleia and use her skill. The rotation continues from Agleia onwards. Due to Grey Fox being an older weapon, her skills have a 30-second cooldown, whereas the others are on a 25-second cooldown rotation, so you will have a few seconds gap when waiting for Grey Fox. Just normal attack all the way and deal with it, my guys. Next, we have the team of Agleia, Fiona and Lana. Similar to the previous team, ideally we want to have a pre-charge loaded and begin on Agleia's weapon. Start off with Fiona's discharge, and once the Dragon Breath connects, jump cancel the animation into using Fiona's skill. Swap to Lana, use Lana's skill and then swap to Agleia and use her skill. At the same time, use Fiona's skill tool Maelstrom while performing Agleia's normal attack combos into her sub-skill when available. Continue her normal attacks all the way until her cooldown shows 3 seconds, then jump cancel Fiona's discharge and use her skill. This is because Fiona's buff is still active, so we don't need her discharge to connect before using her skill. Swap to Lana, use Lana's skill, and then back to Agleia and use her skill. Continue the rotation as normal, but on this round, pay attention to Fiona's buff because it's gonna run out by this round. When Agleia's skill shows 5 seconds cooldown, discharge into Fiona, let the Dragon Breath connect, then jump cancel the remaining animation and use her skill. Swap to Lana, use Lana's skill, then back to Agleia and use her skill. The rotation continues from then onwards. Just remember to use Fiona's skill tool on Agleia's weapon when the cooldown is ready. If at any time the cooldown is ready but you're deep into Agleia's combos, pushing it forward till the next rotation would be more ideal. For the F2P team of Agleia, Yanuo and Yulan, start off with Yanuo building up her 3 stacks of Arctic Bite, then do a Fixate to shatter the ice. Do 1 normal attack and discharge Yulan, then use Yulan's skill. After that, swap to Agleia, use her skill and perform her normal attack combos into her sub-skills 2 and 3. Then attack all the way until Agleia's cooldown shows 3 seconds. Discharge Yulan, let it connect and use her skill. Then jump cancel any Yanuo's discharge and use her skill mid-air. Land on the ground, immediately conceal and use Fixate on the target. Once the ice is shattered, do 1 normal attack into Agleia's skill and the rotation continues from then onwards. Needs a bit of getting used to, but the main key is buffing with those weapons and prioritizing Agleia's combos over the others. With that, this concludes the rotations for the teams Agleia can pair with. Of course, there are more weapons that you can use with Agleia as long as they are pure buffers and not single main DPS weapons. There are other creators that showcase Agleia's performance on the characters and in the Boundless Realms, so be sure to check them out as well. Hope this guide has been helpful, and I'll see y'all in the next one.